Hello everyone and welcome to the Gaming by Geeks channel. My name is Adam and I am back with episode 6 of Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Where we left off last episode, we had done a few little efficiency type updates, put in a couple of lines to try and alleviate pressures on airports and stuff like that. And today it's probably going to be more of the same sort of things. But I really want to do something here because this line is getting busy. I did a whole bunch more trains onto this line last episode, and I just want this train up here to have a better route. So I mean, it's all very well him coming down this line, but he has to go through all the stations and gets bogged down by the other trains that I have added. So he can get a little bit stuck. Especially because he's a non-stop train. He blasts through the stations, he doesn't have to stop, so he always catches up. So I need to put in some form of, I don't know, bypass, I guess is the right word. So that he doesn't have to go through every station. And this here looks like the kind of place that a bypass would be a good idea. So I'm thinking maybe this here could have a junction that can come through this gap and join here, maybe. Or you could come underneath and join here. That might be a good idea. So let's look at doing that. Now, he won't need to have a dual line, he's a single train, so he can just have a single line like this that comes down through the middle. Let's have him go up and over this bit of train line here and have him rejoin here. Yes, I think that should be okay, shouldn't it? What's the worst that can happen? He says. So if I do that, make sure I get a signal in. Oops, that was bad. Let's you. And what I'll do is I'll bring you closer. Like that. So a slightly bigger gap here. In fact, maybe I can put one in. Probably put one in here, can't I? Yeah, that'd be right. So, I mean, the trains will need to go this way to get to Bronborough, so they won't ever take this route unless they're desperate to get to like a depot or something, in which case they might take this route. But it's not the end of the world. So let's wait for this train to go past, and then I can put you, and you. And you know, I'm just going to leave the signals as they are there. So that train is now on his way. Oh, look at this one, this sneaky one. Why is he going to Sedale City and taking the alternate route? Because his implicit instructions are telling him to. Okay. All trains are probably going to take that route now. Yeah, he's waiting because he wants to go on that bypass. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. Wasn't expecting that. There's no way of me limiting a line and saying no, only, you know, goods trains can use this line. But this train is stopping here, that's good. So he is making sure that he goes in the right direction. So let's look at the next train that's coming. So he is trying to go to Sedale City. So I'm going to put at the end here that he must go to Acton Green first before he goes to Sedell City. So he'll take the alternate route for the moment, but after that he will then go to the right place. So after Newit-on-Sea, go to Acton Green. Yes, Acton Green, that's fine. That's how it should be. That forces him to not take the bypass. Let me just make sure I get as many of these as I can. There's one there. What about this one? One of the ones I've already done? No. With so many trains on this line, it's going to be difficult to keep track of which ones I've done and which ones I haven't. So that you clearly haven't been done yet. Oh no, you have. So how come you went down that way? You're not supposed to go down that way. Right, let's forward it a bit. Let's just see what happens. Right, there we go. He's going the right way now. I'll see if I can catch any train trying to take that shortcut. Because there's bound to be one I've missed, let's face it. Oh, the only one that is going down there is the goods train. He's taking the bypass and he's bypassing Acton Green and Bronborough. So that's good. That's what I wanted. I think I may have actually got more. Yes, and he takes that route to get back as well. Perfect. Minor tweak, but hopefully will allow that train to get to where he needs to go just that little bit more efficiently. More efficient to... You know what I mean. Speaking of which, how are these guys doing? So I've got mail issues again. Maybe I should chuck just a mail only train down. So let's do a train clone. This time get rid of all of the passenger ones. I know this is probably a slightly more expensive way of doing it, but it saves me having to scroll about and find all of the stations. He's already pre-programmed. So I've got the mail only train. It doesn't do anything else except for mail only. Right, this train, he's got direct access, that's fine. How is this one doing? Nothing there. Is that because he's always breaking down? You know, it doesn't matter, he's making a profit. It's not fantastic money, but it'll do. Now he's feeding grain to here. Is he actually feeding my my factory and actually helping my goods train earn more money by giving him yet more goods? I'm not going to complain. I mean, if they want to do that, that's up to them. So yeah, that's great. Let's make sure these boys are still churning out stuff. Looks like they are, although not very much at all. They've gone way down in terms of volume. So that's not great. Same with this thing. It's just not pulling out very much at all. But the trains are still making a profit, which is all that matters really. I'm just having a little scout around because I'm sure I had some other stuff knocking around down here. But, maybe wrong. Let's go back to our town directory, not town directory, station directory, sorry. And it's already sorted for me, he's remembered it from last time. So this station here is still massively got a a lot of passengers and a lot of mail. Passengers actually is not too bad, thousands. I mean, these trains can take like what, 300 at a time. So we may have to deal with the mail. Also seems to be a reliability issue there, which I might have to investigate. Or I could just leave it and it will sort itself out over time. Treswich has a mail issue, a big mail issue. Now Treswich is on the other end of that 9th Weight Springs, isn't it? So I could do a mail train that follows this line. Mail is good money. So let's see if I can somehow... Should I just do a double line and then they won't have to worry about it? So if I get rid of that. And add this line on here. Put in a couple of these. Put the depot back. I'll put it there. And then somehow find a way of getting this down here. What I may have to do is have it join like that, again with some signals. Have a bit of a single track for a little bit, and then put the signals back. So they can have to share this little bit of line, but the rest of it looks like it won't be too much of a problem. I'm going to have to make a little adjustment here, so that line will hit there, that one will hit there. More adjustments needed. I'm going to delete you because you're in the way. Can't do a level crossing on a bend. So these two will zigzag down to meet these two, which will then meet up right here. So let's let this train go past. Do that, that, badly. There, you zigzag like that. You, if not quick enough it's going to complain, there we go. You zigzag like that, and now we have a almost continuous double line. Now, because there's only 2 stations here, I can quite easily just do this manually. So let's chop off again up to a 5 tile train. You go there, and you go there, and that's 1 passenger only train who's not going to do anything else, just passengers. Mail even, mail only train, no passengers. So, I keep going the wrong one. So we've got 9th Weight sorted. Tudfield Airport is, well, we have got a new line. Oh, that's right. I did. This was the express line, wasn't it? And then I was going to do a second one that was more of a slow line that visited multiple other sites along the way. What I could do, is see how big we could get Tudfield. Is Tudfield the biggest town? No, 3rd biggest. The biggest town, actually. I haven't even touched it. Look at that. But should we see if we can get Tudfield bigger by having multiple stations? So I could have one down here. There could be one here in Lowley. And just have a small little network that has perhaps smaller trains. Yeah, I have one up at Runwich here somewhere. Yeah, let's do that. Like the AI competitor has got. Let's make a small, again, single line that's going to loop around the the town or city, I guess, of Tudfield. So let's have it loop. Now I said I don't really want level crossings, but there's no vehicles here at the moment, so it's not a big issue. So let's have another one. Can I squeeze one in like here? Oh, come on, Runwich. I'm gonna have to get a train going to you now, aren't I, to butter you up a little bit. I didn't even delete anything. Okay, so let's get one train going. At the very least, we'll keep Runwich happy here. So let's put depot there. That'll do. And I need. Oh, we've got 2 of these now. Well, this one's more power, more speed. Naturally, takes more passengers. So let's buy one of them, and I'll put an extra passenger carriage in there, just for the sake of it. And now what I'll do is actually, let's see. Will this train just turn around when it gets to Runwich, or will it keep going and then only turn around when it gets to the end of the line? Let's see what he does. Yes, he just turns around in the platform. Well, I say turns around, just goes back the other way. So, Runwich, are you gonna stop being so irritating? Look, you got a fantastic passenger service now. Let me see that pooling go up a little bit. So I can put passenger station there. Come on, it's hardly Runwich there. Oh, look, now look, there we go. Look, the town has expanded. Now I'm going to have to put it there. You know what? I've got some money. Should we try bribing them? 1.9 million. Bribe. No, should we try another one? Bribe. No, still even though the even though I've bribed them a couple of million, which I can't afford at the moment, let's face it, they are not having it. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't get why. I don't understand it, Runwich. You've got a fantastic passenger service going on. Let's try one last time. Yes, quick. Get rid of that. I think they actually did that, isn't it? Yes, I was a building there. There we go. And now I can say go to Runwich and go to Runwich Central. Oh, you've got 2 trains servicing Runwich. How can you complain? Ungrateful town. Right, let's get the station down here to service Tudfield Woods. Let's go as close as we dare. I'm going to do quite straight lines here, because these angled lines tend to stop buildings, and obviously I want buildings to come around here. I want Runwich to expand, and I want Tudfield to expand as well around, you know, these smaller stations. Let's put one right here. So look, everyone was cheering then. Everyone was happy that there was a new station, and but no. Stupid Runwich Authority. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Council spoiling everyone's fun. Tudfield Woods and Tudfield Valley. Now, those implicit ones are automated, where the train has to go back and stops along the way on the stations it goes through. Once I complete my loop, that will go away on its own. 50 mil. We've hit the big 50. That's good. Now, how happy is Lowly going to be about me putting a station? Do you have any? You don't have any preference? I mean, you don't really know me yet, do you? So let's get a station down. Cool. It'd be good if I could get a station in there. I'd have to delete a couple of bits. Oh, they've already got buildings coming in. Oh well. It was not meant to be, so it'll have to be there. And let's put it around it. Let's get out of here and just bomb it straight down here. Okay, so Lowly's got a station too. Should I do any more? Should I do one more up here or something? Like there? I mean, it's not going to be, well, particularly profitable station, but if the town expands, it will get there. Yep, see, look, they're happy. Tudfield Woods. That was bad placement again. Yeah, there we go. Now what I've got to do is join it up here somehow in a way that's not going to make it go crazy in some weird fashion. What I'll do is I'll do it like this, just a very straight turn. So Tudfield Valley just celebrated the train, man, it was quick. So after Tudfield Valley, it will go to Lowly. After Lowly, it will go to Tudfield West. Then it should just go on its own straight back to Tudfield, and these implicit orders will disappear. So at the moment he's on the old system, so he'll go back via Runwich after having broken down. Let's forward again. Oh, there you go, he's got to Runwich. He's gone into the depot for a quick service after breaking down, and now he's back here. Now he should start this line as normal. So off he goes to, was it Runwich first, then Central, then Woods, then Valley, then Lowly, Tudfield West, and then back to the airport. And you can see all the implicit ones have disappeared because he's got a loop now. He's no longer going to be going back on himself. So he's going to be going off in a happy little loop. That is going to make Tudfield very happy, as well as Lowly, And let's face it, Runwich, you can't be that miserable all the time when you've got 2 stations. Yeah, don't be so miserable. Let's before I deal with the aging vehicles issue, let's put some signals down. I'm going to put one-way signals as well, because I don't want trains suddenly turning around when they need to go to a depot. I want them to do a full loop still. So let's just get a bunch of signals in. Now I can put signals quite close together because the train isn't very big. So I don't have to worry too much about where the signals go, as long as they're facing in the right direction. So let's just put a bunch in. That way we can have multiple trains. Oh, no, only needs one. Let's put it at the top. That should be alright. There. So depot, clone train. Let's go find it. Where is it? Oh, it was here all along. It was just in the station, I couldn't see it. I'm going to get a few clones of him, because he's going to get busy, but not straight away, but still there are going to be times when he is busy. In some of the stations that they're already pretty busy actually. 48, 31, 215, wow. Yeah, so let's get the next one going. You know what, he is going to be going to the wrong station first. It's because he can't go back on himself to the airport, so I'm going to have to tell to each train to go to their second destination first. So sending it to skip Tudford Airport, go to Runwich. That way I won't have to do a full loop for him to officially start his orders. Next one go, and then finally this one, you also go straight to Runwich. And I just want that train to get out of the station before I start the next one. And hopefully we should see, you know, a nice little one-way system here. What's this guy doing? 206,000. And is this station still got major mail issues? Station, never mind. Never mind. Right, next job. After I'd totally done this, I was going to do something else, which I've completely forgotten. Let's go back to our station thing. Now, obviously, this dude here is still quite high, but well, I don't know what we can do about that really at the minute. Tudfield Airport, obviously we've sorted that out. Sedale City is getting pretty big, pretty busy. Oh, I know what I was doing. Trucks. I had some aging vehicles, didn't I? So let's tell these guys to go off to the depot. It's time for them to be replaced. So what's that? 1, 4, 5 and 6. Surely number 2 would need doing as well, yeah? Oh no, number 2 is alright. Let's focus in on these. So yeah, Tundeen and Freeditch. I can't remember, was that the first one I did? Was that the one that got me the subsidy that I did in the beginning? They were just 2 tiny little towns, and now look at them. Massive cities. Right, road vehicle 1 in the depot. You've been replaced automatically. You've been replaced automatically. I think they all should be. You haven't been for some reason. I don't know why. You've been done automatically. Road vehicle 6, why haven't you been replaced? So what do we want? Let's get the bigger, faster, better bus. Yeah, he's happy. Trains, got any old trains? This old things. Let's get you replaced. So you were a what? Hendry 25. Let's replace you with... Should we keep it with the Hendry? Yeah, I mean they're not very reliable, but they are cheap. And this train doesn't move much. I mean, let's face it, there's hardly anything there. So I'm not too worried about him. Right, boats. How are my boats doing? They're holding steady. And I saw there was in my station thing, I thought I saw some oil. Yeah, Ronlow oil field. Why do you have so much oil? You have a ship that goes to you, right? There it is. Well, that doesn't help. Keeps breaking down. So maybe I should just clone you, because that ship's no longer around. So we've got the presumably more reliable newer oil tanker. Even more oil for here, which again, not a problem, these trains can handle it. Don't know if it's worth any passengers from, because they're so small, the amount of passengers that these things generate. Right, anyway, back to the station things. So I've looked at a lot of these. Sedale City I can do more on, but haven't yet. It can accommodate more trains. I don't know if it will be necessarily worth it. But yeah, why not? Let's do at least one more. Friedrich Airport, New Hampton on Sea. I can do more for again. These stations here are all doing alright, aren't they? Yeah, they're all fine. So it's just a case of finding. You know what, even then I've added more trains to that system for Sedale City, so New Hampton on Sea will sort itself out as well. Friedrich bus station, there's nothing I can do about that. It's just a mega busy. Just tough. Ronlow Oilfield, I've just done something about, didn't I? Fort Dunby Airport then. That's not that bad. What about this place? Why do you have so many goods? Oh, it's just slow loading process. You still accept goods, right? Yeah. It's just sheer volume going through there. There's not much I can do about that, really. Yeah, that's fine. He accepts valuables now, isn't it? Must be a bank being built somewhere. Oh, there's a bank. There it is. This train made no profit. Why did this make no profit last year? What has happened? Ah, look. Sedale City Mines had 2 iron ore mines. Now it's only got 1, and it's producing next to nothing, which means that one's probably about to shut down too. And this one here is shut down. Oh, that's not good. So now I've got a train just not doing anything, really. So let's get rid of these Subi cross mines. That can go. It's not a place anymore. I think I'd be better off at this point having a single train that services both of these stations, and it just takes it in turns. Sorry, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just upgrading all of my lines here just to be electrical because I've got the money, and why not? It means I'm going to worry about it later in the future. There we go. So yeah, both of these are going to be earning next to no money. So maybe is that going to be a good thing or not? I can't really tell. And this thing's next to nothing, and this one. I need to find some iron ore desperately, and there's one right there. When did that one appear? That one never used to be there, I swear it was never there. One right in front of me all along. Now how can I get? I can put that sort of there. And then I could have that train go through this new Supercross mines. That's annoying. So let's get you joined there. And you are not going to be able to go direct in. So let's have it rejoin here. Then you go to Supercross Woods, then go to Sestable Mines, then go to the new Supercross, but I'm going to take out this piece of track and force you to go that rate, so you will implicitly head to Supercross Mines. That will start generating you, and that's going to come back with plenty of space. Where it's going to fill up and actually get some iron ore. And now that means this train here is actually going to earn something, because it's finally going to have some steel to take with it. What I do need to do is find more though, because obviously these iron ore mines will all disappear at some point. So I've got to try and work out where my next one will be. Not you. There's two here that are being serviced by one of my opponents. And yeah, he's got two trains in there that's trying to get that lot. A little bit of a strange setup. But you know, whatever. So let's see if we can find the small amount of time I've got left. A bit of a rubbish episode, this one. Let's see if we can find some others. There's got to be something somewhere close. Nothing. Okay, so after having a look around, this could be a bit of a lost cause. So I may have to abandon the steel mill at some point. Supercross Mines has just opened, so I've got a little while, but I do fear that Dunhaven Iron Ore Mine will close and Sestable Iron Ore will close because their production is so low at the moment. And there's already been two others in the local area, both at Sedale City Mines, and there was another one here. So yeah, I feel like they're going to close, and it's just not a good idea to have that much iron ore come from, you know, the other side of the map. So at that point I would just close down this this steel mill and find another way. I mean, it's still going to run. The farms tend not to close, but they are such small, pathetic farms. So I've got one there, this one here. It's holding its own, it's doing alright, but they could be better. So what should I do in the last few minutes that I've got? Let's go and have a look, see how my new coal mine is doing. Doing alright, 42k in comparison to 55. Not the best, but you know, it's income, it's money. Can I put an airport there? That's a nice little chunky corner there, isn't it? Do you reckon they'll let me level out this land? Oops. And put an airport there. Yeah. So after renovating their land and flattening it all out, they've now decided, yeah, I don't want you building an airport there. And now that's perfect for my competitors to chuck an airport. So, well, you know what, that's something I can do. Distance makes the world a difference. So if I've got an airport all the way up here in this corner, haven't I? That's not the best one to choose. What about the other one that should be here? Okay, so let's do a plane from Friedrich Airport all the way to somewhere on the other side of the world. So somewhere like that would have been ideal, but obviously not there. There's a lovely gap there for something, but not for a airport. I mean, Tesditch is a decent size. It's got to be somewhere around here that I can put a massive, great big airport on. What about Treville? It's already serviced by others. What's he got going on here? Oh, he's got mail trucks going out and about, as has here, but no passengers. So maybe I should corner the passenger market down here. That's not necessarily the best place, but it might expand around it. We got to the big hub airports yet? We have. We might have to look at that next as well. And let's make, because I believe we have a Concorde now. Where is it? There it is. The Yacht-Horgen. Yacht-Horgen, go to here. And then blast across the map at lightning speed to maybe to here. I can't remember. Was it this one that I said? No, it was Friedrich, wasn't it? Yeah, that needed that can go to Friedrich. It's a big plane, it's a big airport, so that's okay. Now this thing goes fast. This is like 1,400 miles an hour. So you'll see when it takes off, it goes pretty fast. So that should, once it's got a full complement of passengers, and the fact that it's going a hefty distance quite quickly, could earn a decent amount of money. But it could always be that it's a little bit too far. We will have to see. Can't even see what it is. Is that it? No. Oh, there it is. shooting across, should be going over that town. Yeah, there we go. Another year up. Let's do a quick finance comparison before the end of the episode. 217, 220. So my two competitors are very close by in terms of bank balance. They're both earning close to 20 million a year. I'm still down in 4. So I need to do some very aggressive expansion somewhere. So next episode I think I'll definitely be just chucking out loads of stuff. Jesus, I've lost track of it. Here we go. This Concorde's about to land at Friedrich. Except it can't because there's a plane in the way. So it's going to have to loop around. And then that 747 steals its spot. Well done. There we go. Right. So he should get a full load, right? 120. So it's not a big plane, but it's a fast plane. So let's see him rocket off. So quick, I didn't even get to see what it was, but it must have been over £100,000. So yeah, that's not a bad amount, is it? Let's yeah, just over £100,000 per trip. I mean, it only costs, what's the running cost of this? 30. So it's only got to do one trip, and it's, you know, made all its money back. And this, yeah, well, let's clone this aircraft a couple of times. Because let's face it, he's going to have no problem making money. There's plenty of passengers and mail. Like I say, he's only a small plane, so it's not going to be a problem at all. Let's get the next one going. Don't worry about you. Let's see where these guys are. And we can get the next one going. There. I mean, there's an easy. Well, that's going to be a few million, isn't it? A few million a year, I reckon. I mean, it's already up to 304,000. We're only in August, so I think these could be my first £1 million plus machines, and I think that's going to be a good enough place to end for now. So thank you very much for watching. Again, as I say at the end of all my episodes, if you like these, please give me a like. If you really like them, please subscribe and get the bell on so you get notifications when the next episode goes out. Yeah, this seems to be quite a popular series, so liking all the comments. I've tried to reply to all of them, so feel free to chat with me and that sort of stuff. And the only other thing I'd ask is put in the comments if you want to see me play this live rather than me doing it edited. I don't know if it's going to be necessarily interesting enough, but could be. So if you do want to see it live on Twitch, I do have a Twitch channel. I can start recording these live as well, if that's something that's popular enough. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.